River State Government, Nigerian Air Force pledge collaboration in fight against illegal oil bunkering insecurity. River State Police arrest suspected interfasters following cups of newborn discovered in a shallow grave. RISA denies claims by detained assistant pastor of church that hired electrocuted men that they got approval for billboard. Environmentalists raises concerns over new Ministry of Marine Blue Economy. On the foreign scene, first womb transplant carried out in the UK. I am Kala Dakurubatubo. Good evening. River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara says he will ensure that illegal oil bunkering is reduced in the state. Governor Fubara said this when he received the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, at the Government House today. The governor promised to rejig the current security arrangement set up to tackle illegal oil activities in order to achieve better results. Governor Fubara also solicited the assistance of the Nigerian Air Force in its determination to rid the state of illegal oil activities and other crimes.
We are ready to work with you to reduce economic sabotage. Bunkering. It's not an issue that we are leaving in the hands of the Navy or just in the hands. Everybody needs to come together. Those things you can see while on ground. You can assess them. We work together. I believe it's possible for us to appeal to you to order the commander in charge of this case to work with us because we want to see this issue of bunkering headlong. The other day, there was this case of explosion. What's it? Bunkering. Lives were lost.
Governor Fubara also promised to complete some abandoned projects started by past administrations for the Air Force, including the military airfield targets.
As you've mentioned, I will direct the special project to visit the facility and assess the state of the housing. In fact, the internal road should not touch it because it's a project that NDC has already started, and I believe they should complete it. The wrong way we normally use there. I think it's also proper. We also assess it, and whatever it is that we can do to put it in order, we will. We'll work together.
Earlier in his remark, the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, promised to collaborate with the state government to rid the state of insecurity.
While we continue to appreciate all your support, let me also use this opportunity to bring to your notice uncompleted projects at the 115 Special Operations Group who are initiated by the state government. I believe upscaling the security police in Rivers State and the country at large, including the efforts of the government, security forces, and community stakeholders, the Nigerian force will continue to work relentlessly with the Rivers State government and the community to continue to address these security challenges.
A former community chairman for Rumuwoji Abali-Rebisi in Port City local government state, that citizens must collaborate with security agents to curb illegal activities and criminality on flyovers in the city. He also urged the Community Development Council to work toward restoring sanctity of works or of parks overtaken by criminality. He said this on Nigeria Info FM's Morning Crossfire.
A lot of crime go on unabated in that areas is very alarming. That is what we had. And see, you can't have everything for the police. The community within this area should help because security is for everybody, including you. So it affects the other person yesterday, happens tomorrow. So security is all about us. It's not only the government, it's not only police. It also includes the indigenous.
Mr. Wigodo also said local governments have failed to penalize drivers who park indiscriminately around the flyovers, which he says has given rise to illegal motor parks and insecurity.
They have failed to enforce that drivers do not park at the road. If you go to Umokini and other red, vehicle coming from Bayelsa, you see some traffic there because of the activities of these drivers who blocked the road to pick passengers. They believe that when they are on the road, passengers will come in. They will get passengers. So it is the responsibility of this local government to ensure that drivers park on the road.
A newborn baby has been discovered in a shallow grave at Andoni Taffront in Eagle Island. The Parker Local Government Security Watch believes the baby was buried by suspected internet fraudsters. The chairman of the security outfit, Victor Aji, said they got a tip that some internet fraudsters, popularly known as Yahoo Boys, were carrying out fetish activities at the waterfront this morning. Mr. Aji said the suspects had gone before his team arrived at the waterfront.
This morning, one of my brother called me that some Yahoo boys are doing some incantation in the Ego Island waterfront in Anthony area, Stanfield. So immediately I called my boys and we swing into action. So when we reached there, the boys have left. I now asked my brother, where is the place they are doing that incantation? He showed me. When I saw that place, they dig that place and they buried something there. We have to dig that place to know what they buried there. So what was that place? We saw newborn baby, pants boy inside the place.
He said he contacted the Adway Police Division and arrested the suspected internet fraudsters at the island.
Immediately, the station officer of Igbo and him look at what's happening. Say, let him relay his DPO. And we started going around in Igbo Island to make sure we apprehend. So we go from hotel to hotel. I and the police and the state watch. And immediately we move around. We see them from one hotel coming out from the run. We take them and carry them to the police station. We take them to the police and show DPO what they have seen.
Mr. RG appealed for funding from River State government to aid the audience.
Let them come to aid and assist us so that we can get a vehicle that we can use to turn around the whole state to make sure we bring this perpetrator to book so that the state will be peaceful for all of us.
Our correspondent guarded that the suspects have been transferred to the State Criminal and Intelligence Department to target the police to react to this. Reacting to the National Coordinator of the Center for Basic Rights Protection and Accountability Campaign, Prince Wero, called for a thorough investigation. He also commended the security operatives for the achievement. Away from that, the detained assistant pastor of the church that hired the 9 electrocuted men at Rumosi appears to be saying they got an approval from the River State government. A claim the River State Signage and Advertisement Agency RISA denies. The agency's acting managing director, Tony Oke, who visited the scene of the incident today, maintains that the agency does not issue permits for billboards to be sited in areas that may endanger lives. He, however, cautioned residents against cutting corners to get permits from fraudulent persons who pose as officials of the agency.
In as much as the police has come in, we will allow them to do their job, to be able to trace who has who and who are responsible, whether there are certain persons collaborated with the alleged culprits. He has to produce approval given. If they are found culpable, what you're saying is even manslaughter. Assuming a member of the agency is involved, the person will be dragged along. When they come to inquire on what to do, the moment they are told that the law does not allow this, the next thing they do is to cut corner.
Mr. K also urged residents of the state to alert RISA and the police of any billboard that might pose a threat to people's lives. He also said the agency will collaborate with the police to unravel those who assigned the job to the victims, insisting that they had no permit from RISA.
With our manpower strength, it is difficult to cover the 23 local government areas. That is why we advise and plead with the public to help RISA to do their job by trying to notify not only the organization, the police at the slightest suspicion of any conduct that are not suspicious. When the wrong thing, when you have contravened, we do not need to notify you. It's wrong to so do. Before you do anything, make inquiries. The office is open, even our client service section. You can reach them 24 hours.
He also warned that the agency would not give prior warning to violators before destroying their illegal signages. Recall that 5 men died and 4 others were hospitalized after 9 of them were electrocuted on Monday after the billboard they were installing touched some high-tension wires. The incident happened along the Rumosi axis near the Obirikwe flyover in Port Harcourt. Moving on. Road users who ply the airport Obirikwe caution sign that indicates that the ongoing construction, as you may know, part of the road has been blocked due to the ongoing construction along the SAS Junction axis of the airport road. Some of the road users say the road is unsafe, especially at night, and for drivers who might not be aware of the blockage.
Even the contractor, a signpost will not be bad that this road is being maintained, it's being blocked. At night, somebody coming from that will be down to that side, very, very risky. Call on the ready for authority to act swiftly now before things will happen.
I commend the job going all right. It's a good job which they're doing. I commend them a lot on that. But it's actually not professional without road sign to indicate to motorists that there's a serious job as such going on, especially at night. Those are vehicles coming from the Obirikwe houses, especially from that flyover part and coming down down to this road. Now, as it is now, it's not commendable in that aspect.
For those coming at night, they might not know, especially those coming from Obikoyi flyover, those on high speed, they will need road signs in order not to get into any form of accident.
They also complained about insecurity along the airport road. They appealed to the River State Police Command to tackle the activities of armed robbers and one-chance operators on that axis. In the same vein, residents of Eneka are calling for urgent government intervention after floods on the pipeline axis of the road cut their access to neighboring Rumudara community and other parts of the city. Some shop owners in the area say their businesses are worst hit by the situation.
If rain fall now, people now no go fit waka pass inside the water now come buy something. And me, if I close now, to go house now go be problem.
If I wan go Eneka, go pass Queen's Park. And then those people lock their gate wey connect to Paradise. You go pass tank, come turn. Meanwhile, see where they go here.
When rain fall like this, you cannot see vehicles that are going to this way. Everybody, either you try can swim water or you see keke, you just look at the motor, the way they are swimming. When rain fall now, everywhere will cover. Government need to come at least.
Transportation too is so high. People that are coming down from Eneka, when they get to this place, they cannot stop because they will have to pay another transport to move ahead.
Immediately it's raining season. Most of us don't even find it fun to come out because the road is too bad. Customers are not coming, so we always have bad market.
Government go fit help us walk the road because we dey suffer well.
Our correspondent reports that flood has taken over a part of the road. In the meantime, some residents of Opobo in Koro local government area are calling on the River State government to ensure swift and early evacuation of people in the communities amid the looming flood. Their request comes after the prediction by the National Emergency Management Agency NEMA of massive flooding in most local government areas in River State. The residents, in an interview with our correspondent, appealed to the government not to adopt the fire brigade approach.
The people of Bubonkoro are not really prepared ahead of this flooding. There is no proper awareness campaign that is ongoing. If there is a proper awareness campaign carried out on various satellite communities in this local government, the residents will be very much conscious on this flooding. People are not really prepared. Since then till now, there is no awareness to the people.
Government should take the advantage of the yearly flood outlook to mitigate and avert losses of life and property. Government should prepare for early evacuation of affected community people to high ground, avert or prevent loss of life. Better leave materials to people.
As you may know, Opobo and Koro, just other local government areas in River State, is prone to heavy flooding. To come, environmentalists raise concerns over new Ministry of Blue Economy statements. We go for a quick commercial. As the creation of the Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy poses serious ecological harms to the oil-bearing communities in the Niger Delta region. Mr. Bassi, who is the Executive Director of Health of Mother Earth Foundation, OMEV, spoke to correspondent Suibi Oduwari on the environmental challenges of creating this new ministry.
And with the creation of a Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy. The three ministries will pose, even naming a ministry that of Marine and Blue Economy is pure tautology, because Blue Economy is only practiced in a marine or aquatic ecosystem. And so the government may wish to rename that ministry as the Ministry of Marine Resources. Even then, the focus should be on fisheries, and that should be on artisanal fisheries, not industrial fishing that would destroy our aquatic ecosystems.
In business, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has promised to quickly complete the metro rail stations to lessen the burden of transport on Abuja residents. The FCT Minister made the pledge when he visited the Abuja metro rail stations today.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
On the foreign scene, doctors in the UK have carried out the womb transplant on a woman. She received the donor womb from a 40-year-old sister who already had children. RIP says the unnamed 34-year-old married recipient from England underwent a 9-hour transplant procedure. The woman was born underdeveloped womb. River State Government and Nigerian Air Force have pledged to collaborate in the fight against illegal oil bunkering and insecure internet frauds after a newborn was discovered in a shallow grave. RISA has denied claims by the detained assistant pastor of a church that hired electrocuted men that would their billboard. An environmentalist has raised the creation of the Ministry of Air and this was detailed by Constant Mega. Mostly clean weather in Port Harcourt. The Christian News send an SMS or WhatsApp to the number 0808 721 0808